No, this is not the official hat of MBE. Maybe this is what you could win at the end of this. Someone leave me the clicker. There we go. Hi, I'm Daisy Pellant. I'm here with the MBE program. I really was hoping I could, it happened to me. I'm the winner. I was really hoping that I could call my talk this because it's so mind, brain, and education-y, but that's not really the talk. We also read a study this year about how neuroimages really make what I say seem very valid and reliable, so I thought I'd try that too. But no, this is what I want to talk about. I want to talk about this, though, only to the extent that I can make a case for putting interdisciplinary effort into understanding emotions and learning in the context of our school experience. So some of you right now are saying, rock on, because you know this is a vital area of research that we have not fully explored, and certainly not in an interdisciplinary way. The rest of you are saying, oh crap, she's going to make us hold hands and sing of love and belonging. Well, have no fear, oh crap people. However, I do challenge you to think back to your most salient educational experiences. Positive or negative, I bet they had a lot to do with relationship and emotion. So I do want to go over one model that is based on decades of research from various disciplines that will make a very quick link between this. First of all, we know that learning is something that is a lifelong human and educational goal. Learning is an organism adapting to its environment. I did not adapt well to my 8th grade French environment. I didn't learn a lot, and I had the F to prove it. Tusuka. However, for learning, we need to engage our memory. If you think about an extreme example like Alzheimer's, where the hippocampus is compromised, the person cannot learn because they cannot bring in new information and put it through their memory system, simply stated. Most important, though, to understand is that memory is affected by emotion and attention. Now, I get that you know that emotion affects your ability to learn by keeping your attention off on other things like the marathon bombing, for example. But it's really important to also understand that attention affects our emotions. So how we attend to moment stimuli will affect our recognition, our acceptance, and our ability to manage our emotions. And all of this in turn, emotion, attention, memory, learning, will then, our learning experience will go back and affect how we feel about it, how we attend to it, et cetera, and it goes on and on. And all of this is happening within a context that is both individual and interdependent. Before we go forward, I do admit that a lot of you are saying, duh, because you know this. You do get this. However, I want to challenge the academic and research community of Harvard to create an interdisciplinary initiative to truly explore this topic. However, and hear me clearly, multiple ivory towers do not create a castle. So let's talk about what interdisciplinary is. It is not just working together. It's not a bunch of professors bringing a potluck dish to the table. It is about intentionally putting too many cooks in that kitchen so they fight it out and create a unique and complex meal, and then another and another. It's ongoing reverse engineering, pulling apart disciplines to understand the underlying theory and bias, structure and function, and hopefully create a new understanding that might be more complex and enriched than simply adding disciplines together. So, taking that meal analogy again, we need to think about pulling apart, bringing together, creating something that is greater than the sum of its parts. So here's my dream team. I want someone from youth work because they look at strengths perspectives. They look at practice. I want somebody from sociology because they get that schools are cultures. I want a whole bunch of people from psychology, social, cognitive, positive, affective, behavioral, and not just because I want to see them fight. I want somebody from neuroendocrinology because they look at environment, person, chemical response, and especially the way stress hormones interact with learning. I also want people from education. They get left out of this sometimes. Policy, research, and practice people, almost as if we're working at the nexus of practice, policy, and research. People from contemplative science because they study knowing through contemplation, reflection, and mindful attention, and they've been doing it for like 1,000 years. Clinical systems therapy people because they look at the dynamics of power and the interaction of people and behavior within systems. And finally, biology because Kurt Fisher, head of MBE, would want this, and because it gives us a chance to bring genetics and developmental biological elements to the table. We need to wrestle with this initiative in an interdisciplinary way. So the last thing I want to say is do it, Harvard. Take the lead. Play with others. Dig into understanding the emotional life of the classroom because I firmly believe understanding this will change education as we know it. Thank you.